Women and men standing around trees, hugging them, holding each other's hands. This was the scene in a village in Uttar Pradesh in 1973, now in Uttarakhand, where the modern Chipko movement took birth under the aegis of Sundarlal Bahuguna, a noted Garhwali environmentalist. This was the strongest form of resistance against rampant cutting of trees, where people asserted their rights over nature, vowing to protect it.
It has been over 50 years since the movement started. Chipko movement dates back to 1730 AD, when in Khejarli village of Rajasthan, 363 people of the Bishnoi tribe sacrificed their lives to save khejri trees.
Woman named Amrita Devi led the movement in the 18th century and laid down her life along with a group of villagers while preventing the felling of
trees on the orders of the king of Jodhpur.
After this incident, in a royal decree banned cutting of trees in all Bishnoi villages. The modern movement was a collective protest that the rural folk undertook. Based on the Gandhian principles of non-violence, this was a concerted way to halt the ravaging of the foothills of the Himalayas.
In the name of development, forest contractors cut down acres of trees and stole timber.
The uprising against the felling of trees and maintaining the ecological balance originated in Chamoli district, now Uttarakhand, in 1973 and in no time spread across other states in North India. The name Chipko comes from the word embrace, as the villagers hugged the trees and prevented them from being cut down. The Chipko Andolan is a movement that practiced the methods of Satyagraha, where both male and female activists from Uttarakhand played vital roles, including Gaura Devi, Sudesha Devi, Bachni Devi and Chandi Prasad Bhatt. A movement of the women. A few months later, in 1974, the government announced the auction of 2,500 trees near Raini village in Uttarakhand, overlooking the Alaknanda river. The villagers came together to protect the actions of the government by hugging the trees.
On March 24, 1974, the day the lumbermen were to cut the trees in Raini, a local girl rushed to inform Gaura Devi, the head of the village Mahila Mangal Dal at Raini village. Gaura Devi led 27 of the village women to the site and confronted the loggers. Confrontation and discussion between the two groups failed. The loggers started to shout and abuse the women, threatening them with guns.
The woman, in a peaceful protest, resorted to hugging the trees to stop them from being felled. The woman kept on all night, vigil guarding the trees from the loggers until a few of them, unable to do anything, left the village. The news of resistance spread like wildfire to nearby villages and more people joined in. Finally, the news reached the then State Chief Minister Hemwati Nandan Bahuguna, who set up a committee to consider the matter. Eventually, it ruled in favor of the villagers. This became a turning point in the history of eco-development struggles in the region and around the world. In 1977, in another area, women tied sacred threads of Raksha Bandhan around trees earmarked for felling in a Hindu tradition which signifies bond between brother and sisters. India needs a Chipko movement again. Over the last 30 years, forests nearly two-thirds the size of Haryana, 15,000 square kilometers, have been lost to encroachments, and 23,716 industrial projects, 14,000 square kilometers. According to government data, the government also acknowledged that artificial forests were not an answer to this. The government figures are just the tip of the iceberg. T.V. Ramchandra, Associate Faculty, Center for Ecological Sciences, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, said,
"Our study shows that dense forest areas in northern, central and southern Western Ghats have decreased by 2.84%, 4.38% and 5.77% respectively over the last decade." Indiaspend.com quoted him in its report.
The report says that presently up to 25,000 hectares of forests, 250 square kilometers or more than twice Chandigarh's area are handed over every year for non-forestry activities, including defense projects, dams, mining, power plants, industries and roads.
India's forests now cover 7,13,789 square kilometers, or 24.62% of the country, compared to 640,819 square kilometers 35 years ago. According to the India State of Forest Report 2021, the latest available.
Defense projects, dams and mining projects get most of the forest land. Compensatory afforestation is not the answer to rampant deforestation, as the diversity in forest is lost when only a certain type of trees are planted as compensation.
It's the collapse of an ecosystem. The rate at which urbanization is taking place, trees are being felled, and the widespread encroachment are the factors contributing to climate change and increase in pollution, suffocating urban dwellers. Perhaps it is time that we learn a little more from the heroes of such movements and be more considerate towards protecting the environment.